Hello guys, what is up? I am Liam121 and welcome to episode 5 of my playthrough of The Incredibles for the Game Boy Advance. Last time, we continued our trek inside Nomasen with Mr. Incredible, but then we got caught in some sticky balls. So instead, in this episode, we are now with Mrs. Incredible as she makes her trek to finding Mr. Incredible inside Nomasen. Today we'll also finally play around with Violet and Dash and see what their abilities help us in how they will help us in our trek towards, well, finishing the game. Oh boy. Remember that those pods do a lot of damage as we saw from the 2 episodes ago, so be careful of that. If you guys are hyped for more of the Incredibles for the Game Boy Advance, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe for more content if you're new, and ring that bell to become notified anytime upload on this channel. Last episode on the card, top right. Anyways, more of these guys with tasers, but of course, I could just stretch at them and, well, get rid of the tasers and make my life easier, or I could just smack them straight away. Now, there is one thing I'd like to point out, and honestly this might answer my question from earlier. I'm noticing that the purple guys do require 4 hits instead of 3, so I'm wondering that it is true that the color does determine the health. So for example, yeah, that was 4 hits. And I believe the blue guys only needed 3. Also, this is ridiculous. It's like a conveyor belt enemies that just smack, 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 smack. This game is wacky. And hello, we're at the end. We have a damaged computer for some reason. Don't know why some of the firmware inside this place is not stabilized. And move on to the next level. Now we get to see more of the interior of the base, of Central's base. Now right here, I think I can showcase what I was talking about in terms of the color. We have this guy. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, look at that. 3 hits. These guys require 3 hits, the purple guys require 4 hits. So, actually it might be true that the purple guys require more hits. It's just that I feel as though that the superior power of Mr. Incredible kinda blends out the difference in health. Now, I might be incorrect when I say that, and someone can correct me on that, I would appreciate it, because I do want to learn more about this game and get better at it. Especially when I want to do a certain endeavor in due time. Actually, I'm not so sure by the time this episode comes out if I'm already doing that endeavor. Because honestly, by the time this episode comes out, I probably am in the midst, maybe, in the midst of doing a major project on the month of June to make a stretch for a certain goal that I want to have, and that is 100 subs on YouTube. So if you're watching this for the first time, I really appreciate if you can give me that support, because every single subscription goes a long way to supporting my channel. Plus, knowing that 100 subs equals like the personal URL, I really don't mind having that, because at least it'll make life a lot easier for my friends to follow me on this channel and give me more support for something that honestly I've been quite passionate for besides teaching. Huh. That's interesting. That one required 5 hits. Maybe that hit just now was not that strong. Maybe that's why that happened. I can see why or how I blanked out there. Also, you can see how diagonal pushes can also help with that. That robot shot through me. Now if I can get back to my point, you can see how shooting diagonally will help in certain scenarios where I want to be faster. So right here, if you can't shoot one way, just shoot the other way. Also, this actually might be the place I was talking about. Because right here, I'm gonna face some enemies. Okay, no, this is not the one. This one's a little bit later. Oh. I shot him from... I hit him from behind. What's wrong with you? Oh yeah, this might be the one. So right here, we have some enemies, and then the pathway looks as though it's going to reach the end. Watch this. I can just walk towards the end. I'm not too sure if this is a glitch or a bug that the developers did not intend for, but it's there. That's all I'll say about it. Now Mrs. Incredible is finally inside the base. We got some interesting technology right here. How to jump behind? That's weird. No, this is the foreground technically. This is very weird because honestly, it's all about just smacking those guys on that stuff. Not really much to do. Oh, I didn't mean to smack. I meant to pull, grab, but the game didn't want me to do that. Oh dear. Oh yeah, these guys. These are the last remaining like robots we have not seen yet that are on the ground. These guys, as you can probably tell, shoot sticky balls. And you probably know what sticky balls do. I don't think I need to explain after the last episode. Nope. Now, unfortunately, you can't use any of those weapons once you grab those weapons, so that's a bummer. Now, of course, we have these big guys. They can pull, and they can just keep smacking, so they never go up. That's pretty much the strategy I have for those big guys as Mrs. Incredible. For Mrs. Incredible, I recommend stopping on them. For Mrs. Incredible, I just recommend grabbing them and quickly, well, repeatedly smacking them. Repeatedly so that they cannot get it back up. Because remember, you're trying to immobilize them as much as possible so they don't, like, hit you with their beaks. Figuratively and literally. As you can probably tell, if you're already good at this game, you can see that you don't really need much of Incredible Gauge. Although, right here, you will see not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 boxes. Now right here, I want to showcase something that's actually quite hilarious. Watch what happens when I smack this box regularly, and look at where the power-up goes. It slides out of sight. You still can grab it, but it's funny that the power-up slides over the box and then, well, out of sight, basically. It's quite funny. Oh, this guy. Oh boy, I try to move down and make sure that, I didn't get hit. I kind of wanted him to hit me because I wanted to showcase the stun animation from Mrs. Incredible, but unfortunately, it looks like I won't be able to because there's the end of the level. But now we enter level 331. You might be wondering what's going on. And I can tell you what's going on. It's time we get to meet the children of the family. Oh dear. Oh, come on, it's so easy to kill that bird. Intruder alert, intruder alert, intruder alert. Dash, run! While he makes a dash, we escape by being invisible. Press the B button to project your force field. Press the R to go invisible. Now, you know what's the sad thing? This, in my opinion, is the worst level in this game, and I'll show you why in a moment. When you use your force field, it's actually quite useless, in my opinion. And as you can see right here, sometimes the force field doesn't even work properly. And right here we have robots that are just like trying to kill us, well, guns. So my recommendation, just run. And these guys are also faster than usual, which is kind of unfair considering what we saw from the previous missions. So that's why I say my recommendation, just run and don't care about them shooting at you. And of course moving up and down so that you don't get hit by their bullets. That's extra life, we want it, and that's it. That's one of the most pointless levels in my opinion, and it's kind of a waste of showcasing Violet's power. Good news, however, there's a much better level in my opinion that really showcases that, as you'll see in a moment. Anyways, level 341, and this, we go from my least favorite level to one of my favorite levels. And I'm also going to keep quiet for you guys to listen to the music. Totally, this is one of my favorite musics and one of my favorite levels. Right here, I'll say right now, these like stalactites that come around from the ground, you can't jump over them. So my recommendation is just to jump, roll around them. I've tried, and honestly, there's no way to avoid them by jumping. Also, we could tell about the gimmick about this level. It's somewhat similar to, well, the level back in level 311 where we had this is incredibly a boat. Except you're now dodging enemies shooting at us, and now we have these guys to contend with. Now, I'll just show you guys the pattern of how they move. They just basically go forward, forward again, and then they just rush back, and then they shoot their bullets again. Very simple. And what you have to do, like in the movie, jump on their heads and destroy them. Now, you might notice that those guys are quite easy to hit. Well, that's because I'm using my R gauge, my incredible gauge, by holding the R button while smashing the B button. If you're wondering what happens if I smash them regularly, instead of 3 hits, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if you leave them alone for too long, this happens. They actually knock you aside, which I find quite funny, honestly, that they can do that. And right here, I can press the R button also to make big waves right there, which is quite cool. Otherwise, that's the only use for, the other use for the incredible gauge, making crazy waves on the waters. And again, sorry, I'm just vibing to this music. And right here, I can actually, like, anticipate when these guys are coming in by just jumping behind me straight away. If you're able to gauge it well, you can literally defeat them as they are about to shoot. And voila! End of level! Well, to be fair, the real line in the movie should be, don't touch my sister. Like, don't touch my sister! Mirage switches off the suspension beams, freeing Mr. Incredible. Your family has survived the crash. They're here on the island. Of course, remember that when Syndrome had Mr. Incredible in those suspension beams, it looked as though, well, he set the attack across the plane, and it looked as though they were gone. But of course they're not. They survived. And then all of a sudden, suddenly Mrs. Incredible appears. She has finally found Mr. Incredible. Together, Mr. and Mrs. Incredible lead the search for the kids. Next time on The Incredibles, it's the long trek for the couple to finally find the children. Thank you guys so much for watching, but remember, the adrenaline rush is real. This is Liam121 signing out. I'll catch you guys in episode 6 of my playthrough of The Incredibles. Peace!